Well, now, really, when we go back then to falling in love and say it's crazy, falling, you see, we don't say rising into love. There is in it the idea of the fall. And it goes back, as a matter of fact, to extremely fundamental things. That there is always a curious tie at some point between the fall and the creation. Taking this ghastly risk is the condition of there being life.
Look, it's been a minute since I saw you. I noticed you're doing fine, so I never called you. But my call log, written in chalk, so it wash away when the rain begins to fall. I see the seasons change, feel the itch in my palm. Always feel deranged, but I seem to act calm. Your presence in my life puts my best foot forward. I'm out of my shell, can't you tell I'm alone? The moon is above us, taste you on my lips. Love the way you burn, I love the way you act a bitch. So I act a dick right back at you, baby. Take you to the grave till I'm pushing up daisies, something like that. Twist off your cap, always acting hard, but you shatter with the snap. Drop you like you did me, that's a life cycle. See it in your eyes that you're feeling very spiteful.
Falling for hours, hardly a coward, head straight towards the
everybody,
abyss.
this is
I don't
Az126.
know
We're
which
here with
way.
Pariah Pete, North Phoenix. We're going to talk about his tape. We're going to be talking about how long he's been making music, what exactly he's been doing, and some plans for the future. And what exactly, first of all, I'm going to ask you, what's 20 Pounds?
20 Pounds is a collective that I co-founded with the homie Crust. Consists of Mastermind, Jalopy Bungus, JD, myself, and Crust. All four of which are rappers, and then Crust, he's a producer, and
I think I followed Jalopy on Twitter.
yeah, probably.
I think I do.
Yeah.
Because, yeah,
He's-
that
he's
fucking name, that name's like just one of those names that jump.
Yeah, he's at my crib right now. We're all recording right now, but yeah, I co-founded it. It made sense because we all make like the same style of music, but in our own unique way. Like we all execute it differently, but it's like the same fabric in a sense. So it just made sense, and we're already like homies and kick on a daily basis.
So it wasn't even a struggle. It was something that kind of happened naturally.
Yeah,
Like it
we came up with the name, and then that was it. Like it was just jump.
20 Pounds, and it's a good symbol. Like if you guys had that trademark to put on like clothes or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
it's like a good like symbol with the X, the 20.
Yeah.
So after the 20 Pounds with your collective, so some of them are on your tape. The Outside Looking In. So Outside Looking In, I remember I saw it a little while ago because I went on an ad spree, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so just going through artists, I was looking, and then I saw your fucking tape, and it was like the eyes are like blinded out.
Yeah.
And it just looked like real like oldish furniture, like 1990s.
Yeah.
And it's like whenever I think back in my head and I think of old furniture, it's always like that wooden furniture, like those colors, like those greens and shit like that. So
yeah,
what was going on? What was going on with that cover?
That picture was taken in like 2001, I believe, in my old house when I used to live in Vermont, and it was when my sister was moving away, and so she was like hugging me, and someone snapped a picture. So yeah, I don't know. I always saw that. I found that picture sophomore year, and then back then I was already thinking about rap and shit, even though I wasn't posting. And I was like, damn, I gotta use this as a cover one day.
It's just like one of those that are just always gonna stick with you.
Yeah.
Kind of pictures.
Yeah.
I was going through an old photo album because it's like, you know, with all these like smartphones and like pictures and like you take a million but don't look at them and anything like that. It's like you don't really value pictures as much, but when you go through a photo album, you're like, shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird because today we have photo albums like, oh, these are pictures of me when I was a kid. Like, what are we gonna do when like all the pictures are taken on iPhones?
Exactly.
Like, oh, let's go to my iCloud to look at pictures of me.
It's like, all right, well, these don't matter, but let me get to where's the good one? Where's the good one? Yeah.
Not having the physical copy, I don't know. That's gonna be weird.
It is crazy, man. I bought my dad one of those things where it's like you scan the pictures into like some little computer thing, but like I half-assed it. I was gonna scan them, but I'm like, I'm not trying to scan these motherfuckers. This is like too much work.
Yeah.
So like the tape, it's 30 minutes, 10 songs, or is it like 9 songs in the interlude?
Yeah.
Okay, so the ones that really jumped out at me, well, I guess let's start with Abyss because I really like those ones. Like I said, Jay Electronica had that speaking. What was it? I think it was like the dude off fucking Willy Wonka, like the old one or some shit like that. But it was just one of those like deep little quotes. Yours, who said the quote in the beginning of your song?
That was Alan Watts, which is he's a philosopher. He was active in like the 60s, 70s. I think he died in like the 80s, but he studies and like teaches Eastern philosophy, so like shit. Zen, Buddhist, like shit like that. And he just has hella lectures on YouTube, and I'm always listening to them. And that song obviously is about like a breakup. It's about like love and shit. And at that time period, I wrote that in November. I broke up with, my girlfriend broke up with me like 4 months prior to that. And I wrote this song, and then I found that little clip, and I was like, oh, this is way too perfect. And I literally just like copy and pasted it into the program. And you know, like as soon as he finishes talking, like the beat drops, like that just happened naturally. Like I didn't have to edit that or anything. So I literally just put it in there, and I was like, fuck, that was way too perfect.
How'd you find out about this dude? Like school, or you just like?
Oh, nah. I think my homie told me about him, just cause like he watches like other philosophers.
Sometimes with like these philosophers and like the Eastern thinking and like the shit that's really interesting, you don't learn about till you're fucking way past school and shit like that. You gotta find that on your own, and it changes your life. It's like shit. I think people like that, people who like the person that wrote The Secret and shit like that, just help prepare you for life better. Yeah. Like in the way of thinking. Yeah. You have a song about going to the mall.
Yeah, with no money.
Yeah, I used to always be up at the mall with no money, and it's just like shit. It's like you feel like you gotta be up there, and it's like you want to be up there, but it's just like shit. Everything just keeps on getting more expensive. I've definitely been at that point. I don't even go to the mall. I don't really buy a lot of clothes. Yeah, like
I'm all Goodwill, like with everything.
It's just was it because that song, or it was just?
What do you mean?
It wasn't that song. Was it what's his name? Fucking the Thrift Shop song.
Oh my God, nah, dog.
Okay, just gotta make sure. You just gotta make sure.
No, I don't know. I heard that beat, and it just like it reminded me of like Mario Kart in a sense. It just like sounded like colorful and shit, and so I wanted something to sound like cool while still being like real as fuck. Like I was talking about like going to a mall with like no money, but when you listen to it, it just sounds like it's like a good vibey song.
You're just like chilling and shit like that.
Like might go to the mall with nothing in my pocket, and still find it hard to choose.
It's more like it's not going up to the mall with no money. It's more like going out to the mall chillaxing, man. You're just fucking chilling. It's like, all right, let's go check some shit out. Let's go see some shit. What we gonna see today?
Yeah, and these are the same pants too. When I say been in the same pants I've had all year, it's 2017. Now I had them last year.
And that's backwards. You followed it up saying like something that's backwards.
Been in the same pants I've had all year. It's 2017. Now I had them last year, and the year before that, rocking the black ones for a year straight. Do the math, do it backwards.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Because I used to rock black pants every single day. Like I don't know.
I know what you mean. Yeah. After a while, I used to wear the same fucking pants every day, just because it's like when you found the good ones, you found the good ones. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And when you don't have money.
Yeah. That's what too. I remember,
I could afford.
A lot of times, like my fucking snack, fucking whatever for the day was a Polar Pop. You know what I mean? Like that shit was like, well, I guess this is me today.
I used to gulp those down in like 6th and 7th grade, and I was mad fat. I was mad fat too. I was just drinking soda, dog. It was gross, honestly.
That was when I was in Tucson, when I was in college.
Oh, for real?
No money. Last year I had no money, do nothing. I had fucking my house, no AC, I had a swamp cooler, so it was just hot all the time. I had no ice maker, so I had to go get ice. I made my own ice, quote unquote. I had fucking cups. I put some water in it, put in the freezer for like 25 minutes till I had that first little layer, you know what I'm saying? Broke that shit, and that's how I had cold water. And that was like fucking 6 months of my life, man.
You gotta make do with what you have.
Hey, some of that was the purest water I ever had. I felt like I was like drinking fucking Antarctic water, some Alaskan shit. Yeah. But you gotta make do with what you have, yo, and that's just like kind of the moral of the story. That's kind of the background of this whole show. AZ, like what is Arizona as far as Arizona art, Arizona state, Arizona, like the word Arizona, what does that mean for you?
In an art sense, like there's mad culture here, but I don't know. I feel like everyone's trying to do their own thing, and there isn't like a defined sound or a defined vibe or anything to the music, because no one's like really blown up from here to like make that sound, to trademark that sound. So that's pretty much what like 20 Pounds is trying to do right now. It's like create that Arizona sound.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I got like. I try going to all like the local shows whenever I can, because like it's mad love. Like I just have respect for everyone doing their shit. So
I'm trying to go to Respect the Underground again this year. I went to it last year for Hip Hop Day. It was dope. I didn't have my cards or anything then. But yeah, going back to Respect the Underground, it's just, that's what you feel from the culture. It's just mad love. Everybody's like doing their thing, and I agree, and I think a lot of people agree. We don't have like a defined sound yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
We got a couple people that have made it. I don't want to say made it, but we have a couple of people who are already doing tours in other places. Like we got people like Futuristic going out there. We have people like Willie North Pole who have been doing really good for a while. But I think as of right now, I think they're more working together, and people are trying to find a sound for Arizona. Yeah. And big reason why I don't want to work with a lot of those people is because they already have their own established sound. I think I'm vibing with this newer sound that's being created because I think it's there. It's just a couple years in the making.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a whole generation of artists right now coming up, 20 Pounds included, that like in the next 3 or 4 years, like the possibilities are limitless to like see where this would go. Like we're not just trying to do this like just to, like, obviously it's all fun, like, and we all do it for the love of the craft at the end of the day, but we're actually trying to do something with it and not be in Arizona in 3 or 4 years. Like be bigger than that. So
yeah, make it some places, see some shit, do some things. You know what
exactly. So plus it's all like hella young. Like I've been doing this for like less than a year still, and I've already like made it to this point. So just to see where I'll be a year from now, like, who the fuck knows?
Yeah, it's just consistency, man. That's why I hear it's just whenever I'm feeling real, just, I don't know, I'm feeling like I could be doing more. You could always be doing more. So let me get that out of the way. So whenever I feel like I haven't done enough, I post another video or I go reach out to somebody and I get like an immediate response. And the thing is like if you start doing something, people automatically support you. Yeah. It's people criticize, people have like criticism about, but that's just the name of the game. Yeah. So when you first started making music, what were some of the things people were saying when you first started making music?
Well, like who I sound like and shit like that?
Yeah, like, okay, yeah. Who did they compare you to?
Nobody. I never get compared to anybody, honestly.
That's what I was wondering, because I was like, I couldn't compare you to anybody right now.
But that's tight. That's good as fuck. I mean, in my opinion, like, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I want to have my own, like, sound vibe. I mean, obviously, everyone is trying to do that, but the fact that I never get compared to somebody on a consistent basis, like, kind of makes me feel like I'm doing, like, the right thing right now. Yeah. So, but...
keep going.
Keep going. You said, what did people think when I first... I waited a long time before I actually started posting my shit. Like, I posted my first song, 007, last July, so that's coming up on a year. But, I mean, so, like, I've been writing music consistently for the past, like, 2 or 3 years. It's just I never really showed anybody because I wasn't, like, proud of what I was making. Yeah. So I wanted to get to a level of where... like when they hear me, they can't deny the talent. Like they may not fuck with the song. Like I'm not gonna be for everybody, but they have to admit that the talent is there.
Hey, if that is really all you're looking for, then I think that is really all people can give you. It's just the respect. Yeah. If I'm gonna put in the amount of work, just respect the amount of work I'm putting in. Whether you like it or not, whether you fuck with it or not, whether you agree with it or not. I had that kind of battle with somebody, well, I guess a couple people last month. Says you have to respect the amount of work that's being put out. Because sometimes when you look to the left and right, you don't see the person who's been busting their ass day in, day out and shit like that. And sometimes you just gotta give props where props are due. Yeah. So as far as this project, when did this tape come out? When did
Outside Looking In dropped on March 8th, so that was almost 3 months ago
So
now.
it's still pretty fresh. It's pretty new.
Yeah.
I did like all the beats that were being made. Are the people that are in 20 Pounds the people making the beats, or were you trying to go outside of that?
Well, so we only have one producer on the team right now, which is Crust, but he didn't make any of the beats for this project. All these beats were pretty much like I just found through the internet. But so like for instance, Musical, he produced he produced Pharaoh's, Confetti, and Abyss, which I made sure to reach out to him and be like, hey, is it cool? I sent him the song. He like, so I'm not like stealing beats or anything, but it's not like I have people sending me beats. I'm just like trying to make connections through the internet and shit like that.
Yeah, I think that's the name of the game now.
Yeah.
It's just everything is through the internet.
Yeah, I'd love to have producers to work with on a consistent level though, which I'm getting there. Like I have a couple of producer homies who are about to start sending me beats.
Yeah.
So
I want to start interviewing producers more, only because a lot of artists don't know where somebody is that's close enough to them. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when I see people for interviews, they'll be across the city. You know what I mean? So it's got to be the same for an artist when they're looking for beats. It's across the city. So sometimes it's just too far.
yeah,
Too far for the fucking time. You get off of work at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You can't go to the fucking studio and make it back because you got to be in at fucking 10 in the morning.
yeah.
I used to have one of those graveyard shifts. I used to have to get home at like fucking 3 a.m. and then go in at like 10 a.m. because
Damn.
somebody dropped their shift. But it was cool. I was in Tucson. I was a delivery driver, and they let me smoke in the freezer.
For real?
So I was just like, well, yeah. I was like, okay. I mean, shit could
This
be
ain't
worse.
too bad,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm fucking tired as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So as far as Arizona, it's just going back to that. It's just like an unfiltered sound right now. A lot of people have an opportunity to go up and grab it. As far as shows go, where do you want to perform in Arizona?
I'd love to do Marquee, but that's like a little ways in the future. I'm performing at Club Red in September. We're gonna have the 20 Pound show, which we're gonna be announcing that pretty soon. So that's a
I
little.
hear Club Red is really good to artists
Perform
around
at?
here. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
hear like fucking every performer that goes there, they always have a good thing to say. So
Yeah.
good luck, man. Good luck with that shit.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah. When's that gonna be? Do you know the date yet?
We don't know the date, but I think it's gonna be like late September, like in the 20s or some shit.
Yeah.
So,
Get some get some like what's the word I'm looking for? I should be better at this if I'm on a camera. But get the fucking fire generator from this tape. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Get some more like singles out with the team
oh
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Find some fun
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we have Mastermind Project. He's dropping tomorrow, actually, June 11th, because
That's all good.
it's his 18th birthday. So he's dropping his project. Then we have Jalopy Bungus dropping in September, so he's gonna be dropping right before the show. I'm gonna make sure to put out new material before that, and yeah, that show's gonna be crazy. I already know it's gonna be crazy, because it's gonna be the first time we're all performing, but it's just us. Like it's no other like people there.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes when it's just your boys, the energy's different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You
Yeah,
guys
completely.
jumping up and down, everything. Y'all in sync without even doing shit right.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it'll
Or
be like
planning shit.
all of our fans there, like
Yeah.
collectively. So
So you got a good reaction. I was looking at some of your songs. Like you're getting good numbers on
Yeah.
most of the songs. So I'm guessing you're getting a good reaction from like the people around you.
yeah.
Did you expect for those numbers to jump to where they're at now?
Nah. I had no idea, like, as far as numbers go, I had no idea what I was gonna be doing. But I mean, they're solid now, and they're going up consistently. Like every time I drop a song, like it's getting more plays and likes than the last one. So that's all that's important. But
I was gonna say you want to do you want to see constant progression, but I mean, if you always saw that, then you wouldn't know what you're doing right. You know
True.
what I mean? But what were you gonna say? You said that they're constantly going up, but
yeah. They're constantly going up. As far as what I thought they were gonna do, I'm so blind and ignorant to like what that's gonna be like. When I dropped my first song, like I had no idea. It could have got 10 plays, but it ended up getting like 3,000 in like a couple weeks, which like I was never expecting. So yeah, I don't know. I'm grateful as hell for all the love and support that I get. So
fuck yeah, man. Sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes it just takes somebody to convince you, like, hey, we need to do this because there's actually something here,
yeah,
and we can profit from this. Who was the person that kind of convinced you and was like, all right, man, we got to take these from just writings in the notebook to...
Crust, definitely. So the other homie who...
The beat maker.
Yeah, the beat maker. And he's an engineer, so he, like, works with all, like, our recording and shit. He, like, masters all my new music. So, yeah, I was at his house all last summer, and this is all before I was posting shit. And he kind of... I don't know if he was, like, feeding the ego, but he was, like, confirming. He was like, all right, this is, like, serious shit that we could actually drop. So he was definitely the one that, like, pushed me, like, out of my shell. Because it's not, like, I'm not really, like, an outgoing person, like, oh, like, go listen to my new song, shit like that. He was kind of the person who motivated me and inspired me to be that person.
I'm that exact person.
Yeah.
I'm that exact person. That's why I don't know, maybe this is why I chose this kind of outlet for other people. But when I get on, I post my video maybe once or twice. I don't know, I find it, I don't want to be that person that's like, here, you listen to this.
Yeah.
Listen to this. All
right. That's a hard battle. The promoting battle. Yeah. You don't want to be like annoying, but you still have to get your shit out there.
I guess that's why some people hire other people for like just like straight PR and stuff like that. But it's just a line, because there's a lot of times when you scroll something and you just roll your eyes because you're like, oh, it's this shit. It's like, all right, y'all, okay, chill.
Dropping a song every single week.
It's like work harder on single things. It's not about, I guess I don't know the fucking secret. Some people say it's about dropping a lot of shit repeatedly, no matter what it is, whether it's music or whatever it is. And some people think it's just like
making it like valuable.
Yeah. As far as quality over quantity, I feel like, relating this back to music and like Arizona music, I feel like there are some artists who are finding it easier to just set out quantity over and over, keep it in the people's faces and stuff like that. And there's some artists that say that quality's better. I want to say that there's some artists that say that quality's better. Some artists put out more quality because they take longer in between the songs and the things that they drop. Yeah. I don't know what the secret is. I've seen both types of people fucking shoot up in numbers, but as far as what's the secret for Arizona, I think honestly it's just people getting their groups to work with other groups. So it'd be like 20 Pounds working with Flo Simpson and Haresha that I worked with. Davi working with Benji that I worked with and stuff like that. It's just, I think more collaborations is the way that we're going, I guess is what I'm trying to say, long and short of it. As far as collaborations go, you, 20 Pounds, at your guys' collective, do you guys ever seek to do collaborations outside you guys as a whole?
Not yet, but I'm not gonna say that we're not gonna do that. Yeah. So right now, as far as personal songs, like I always reach out to them, like if I want them on a song, just because those are my homies and I know that they're gonna execute and deliver. So I don't really reach out of like my personal circle for collaborations. But as far as 20 Pounds doing shit with other collectives, I mean, I think we're with it. We just haven't really attempted to do that because we've only been doing this for like 2 or 3 months now. So there's still time for that.
For somebody that's been doing it for so short, I can definitely see originality there. I can definitely see some real songs there, and I can definitely see some progress that you could do and that I could definitely see you doing. It's not like I could see. It's not like I'm saying this could be better and that's it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everything could.
Well, yeah. I'm looking at more fact. I can't wait to see how this gets better because I can see the quality there. As far as a artist, when I see you and I'm talking to you, I see a humble artist, and I think when you're an artist, you have to have that humility, because I think a lot of artists see the world from outside looking in. You know what I mean? Like they read people's movements a little bit different. Yeah. And sometimes it's a little isolating. Like you're sitting in the class and you're kind of watching other people, but I don't know. It just feels like you're on the outside looking in. Yeah, I think that's a perfect place for an artist to be. Yeah.
I mean that goes back to what pariah means. Like pariah roots back to like being like an outcast of society and shit, which is like that's obviously what I felt like my entire life. So that's outside looking in just made sense.
Yeah, man, and there's definitely, and a big thing that goes with my show is relatability. It's relatable, man. there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people that I guess are like you and me who feel like they've just been on the outside looking in. As far as the title, I know the picture was instant click, like I gotta use this picture. Was the title also something that you sat on for a little while?
Yeah, the title I came up with, so it dropped March. I came up with the title like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I knew that I wanted that to be like my like big project, I guess, that I put in like all my fucking heart and soul into.
Yeah.
So yeah, the name I've had for a little minute, but yeah.
Proud with the tape, man?
What's up?
You proud with the tape?
Yeah, of course. And going back and listening to it now, it's just like it was the greatest shit that I could make at that time, and it was just a snapshot of that time in my like life. So it'll be interesting listening to that a year from now, seeing like where I was as an artist as a like human, like what I was dealing with and shit like that with that time period.
Dog, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I like to follow up on my artists. I say I like to follow up on my artists a year from now. I haven't actually hit that year point with a lot of artists. Some of them I have, and I do check up on them for a year. A lot of them come out with another tape, and I always try to support. So if there's ever anything that you come up with in the meantime, always send it through. I'll always give you a listen to support.
Of course.
I'm excited to see what happens in a year too. Yeah. And I'm excited to see what happens when you're tweeting out them pictures about Club Red.
Yeah.
At first, I tried to do like more like go to the shows and stuff like that. It turns out I'm not the person that goes to the shows, but Floativity Media does.
Yeah.
So definitely link up with them. Anybody out there, if you're not following Floativity Media, those people are really trying to connect all this shit. They're going out to the shows, they're supporting, giving you your support. Give Pariah Pete your support. Find them on SoundCloud. Actually, tell them where to find you at everywhere.
So on Twitter and on Instagram, it's going to be Pariah X Pete. Pariah spelled Pariah. So yeah, that's going to be Instagram, that's going to be Twitter. On SoundCloud, it's just Pariah Pete. And yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right, man. So again, thank you. This is Az126. We signing out.
Peace out.